before Coi Leray would find success with songs like Huddy and Did It.
We gonna do it, but I want the rest of my money.
Alright, don't break any nails and I got
Man,
you.
shut the f up.
Before Coi Leray would have over 90,000 followers on Twitter, 1.5 million followers on Instagram, and over 169,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. Before Coi Leray would find herself in the middle of a Twitter beef with fellow female rapper Rico Nasty. I don't want to mess with Rico Nasty. I feel like we made a video on her and she like called us out because she was like street fighting in it. Maybe that was Asian Doll. Anyway, Coi Leray, she emerged onto the hip hop scene in 2017, doing things her way from the very beginning. Now, her music is oftentimes considered to be the very embodiment of who she is, and with the release of her latest EP, Now or Never, well, she's continuing to evolve herself into one of the top rappers in the game. Full stop. I don't know why I added that. Having watched her own dad, Boston rapper Benzino, navigate these same choppy waters of fame, well, Coi is more than prepared for what's coming next.
I'm global, man.
Yeah.
I'm global. Listen, it's a lot of competition out here, but I don't even see myself on that category. Like, I'm upscale. Like, I'm trying to be here for a long time.
And despite only having a few years of successful, Coi has quickly made a name for herself with collaborations on projects from Fetty Wap to Mask the Slump God and of course Trippie Redd. Now with these standout tracks under her belt, well, Coi Leray's career, it's just getting started. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrutton back at it again with a brand new video, this time taking a look at the come up of Coi Leray prior to fame, here for you of course on Before They're Famous. Now we'll be shining a spotlight on some other up and coming rappers over the coming weeks, but we need you guys to keep your suggestions coming in the comments down below. Also, some recent drops, they include PP Cocaine, an update on Saweetie and Megan Thee Stallion, so after this video be sure to check out one of those. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Alright, now let's get into this video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Coi Leray was born on May 22nd, 1997 in Hackensack, New Jersey. Now born in the music industry thanks to her dad being Benzino. Now music has always been a gigantic part of Coi's life. As a 90s baby, she grew up listening to people like JoJo, Chris Brown, Avril Lavigne, and B5. But her biggest influence, of course, well maybe not of course, but not too surprised, anyway, is Lady Gaga.
My biggest influence is like, I always say Lady Gaga.
Really?
Word.
Like that's a surprise. Tell me why.
Cause she don't give a f. Like Lady Gaga just don't care, and she's talented, and you know her stage performance is crazy. Like
I mean, she's
like, you know what I'm saying. She goes next level.
Yeah, her from her outfits to being a musician to
everything,
the theatrics.
It's all kinds of shit, bro. It's just like that's art.
Now, growing up in Jersey, she found life extremely boring. Yeah, she told LA Weekly, "Jersey is kind of boring, so you have to make the best out of it," and that's something I really did. It's like Florida type thing, but it's not Florida weather. It's like a retirement state. One of the things that managed to keep Coi entertained when she was still young and living in the Garden State, well, it was cartoon shows like the Powerpuff Girls.
Also the Powerpuff Girls, all three of their personalities is like me. You got Bubbles, Buttercup, and Blossom. You got Buttercup, the bad. You got Bubbles, the sensitive one, and then you got Blossom, the wise one. And that's me.
Now, I was more of a Dexter's Laboratory guy myself, but she was such a big fan of the show that she eventually got a giant tattoo of the three main characters on her leg.
This is one of my favorites. This is the Powerpuff Girl. No Falashi. Whatever. That Powerpuff Trio.
She can also perfectly mimic Lilo and Stitch, for those of you who asked, which I know was no one, but check it out, because she's pretty goddamn good at it.
Just basic, when he be like, Stitch? Like, it's like a sad, it's a sad, like, moment with them or whatever, I don't know. And then that's when she be like, Ohana means family. Nobody gets left behind. Whatever.
There were parents that were constantly encouraging her to go out into the world and get her own, so to speak, and to set herself apart from the rest of the pack. So to do that, well, she began writing her own rhymes at the age of just 14. In fact, she wrote so many songs that she had some left over to share with one of her 5 brothers, Ray Ray. They formed a musical duo for a short period of time in their youth and they released music online, but they both stopped not long after. Her brother went on to play basketball while Coi, she began looking for a day job after dropping out of high school at 16. Now, she found a job working in sales, and she was so successful at it that she was able to move out of the house by the time she was just 17.
I didn't want to work for nobody. In my last job, it was Amazon. It was an e-commerce business. So I was speaking to customer service, dealing with
people looking to you to fix their problems.
Oh my God, like, I'm dealing with UPS and FedEx.
Now, despite striking out on her own and finding success, well, Coi knew that in her heart, making music, it would be the only thing that would make her truly happy.
I was a saleswoman, so I was living on my own since I was like 17. I had got my own crib.
Yeah.
And I had gotten to a little heartbreak, so I had wrote this first song called Prayer.
She quit her day job, she moved back in with her mom, and she began writing the song Goofy Ass Dudes, the very first song she uploaded to SoundCloud. Now, dudes is another word for the N-word, because I just can't say that. Someone will take a sound bite, and then I'll get shot in the street. Let's move on. Now, the single, it ended up making waves in Jersey, and it got her on the industry's radar. But despite the exposure her music was finding, well, Coi, she still didn't know if she was going to make it or not in the industry. In fact, she told Hype Bay, "I actually never had the feeling until the end of 2018. I always knew that I was talented, and I definitely grew up around music. Music is in my blood, so I always knew somehow it was gonna find me." A record deal with Republic Records was soon to follow, as well as the release of her next song, Huddy, her biggest success to date. I'm wondering if that's like some kind of anthem for the TikTok kid Lil Huddy. If not, it should be. Kid could dance his pants off to a song that's got his name in it. Just a thought. Now, in terms of her writing process, well, Coi, she likes to get in the studio and vibe off the beats that are flowing off at any given moment in the booth. Now, she used to write songs on her laptop first, but she's discovered it's much more organic to come up with her lyrics in the moment while she's there. Anyone listening to Coi's music will quickly come to the realization that there's one guiding philosophy when it comes to her artistry. Everything is cozy.
Coi Leray represents everything cozy, man. Everything cozy starts with self-acceptance.
In fact, that's the exact name of her 2018 debut album and her follow-up album released in 2019, which was titled EC2. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think it takes a brain surgeon to figure out what that must stand for. Now, prior to signing with Republic, well, Coi, she earned her stripes by touring with on-again and off-again boyfriend, Trippie Redd, and she opened up for him at Rolling Loud in Miami. She was also a part of the Academy Award-winning soundtrack for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. As for where Coi will go from here, well, that's another video for another day. After all, this is her Before They're Famous. What you guys think of Coi's story? Now, to me, she definitely feels like she's on her way to something big, and I can't wait to see where she ends up. I want to hear your comments in the comments down below. What? Huh? Yeah? Huh? I don't know if that made any sense, but hey, I've been doing this a while, so forgive me. Also, we filmed this new end screen, so enjoy it. That's where I do the boom. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, we drop a new video each and every day, so here's a recent drop that you might enjoy. We handpicked that one for you because if you like this video, you'll probably like that. We also got playlists like over here, so click on that if you want to see a whole list of a bunch of videos we've dropped in the past. And if you're new to the Fame Gang, be sure to subscribe and turn on them post notifications, and I'll see you guys in another video.